Okay, I'm Amber, and it is 12:10 a.m. and it's Thursday, June 14th. I'm not sure if I'm going to post this up somewhere or on the internet or anything, but I'm making this video just to remind myself of what happened yesterday, because now it's the 14th. So this happened on the 13th. Amber Alejandra Arias Lopez has gotten stood up. Yes, yes. I'm only 17, almost 18, but 17, and I got stood up. Okay, oh Lord, excuse my hair, but you know what? I just took it down because why? No one's gonna take me out anyways. Okay, okay, let's get the story started. So, apparently, I don't know how, but this dude added me on Facebook. I know, it started on Facebook. And he added me on Facebook, and I noticed his last name, and his last name is the same as a girl I know in high school. She graduated already, and I guess, yeah, they're siblings. They are siblings, yeah. And so we just started talking and stuff, and he posted up something on Facebook, a status update, and I commented on it, and so he sent me a message saying, text me, and regarding the status update comment I put on his status thing. So I texted him like hours later because I barely got to the message. I texted him, I was like, oh hey, and let's call him Mr. I still have respect for this dude because I'm like that, but let's call him Mr. So Mr., we started texting, oh my goodness, but like I knew he wasn't like a creep or anything. He's my friend's brother. We're not really friends, but like we knew each other, like me and the girl, his sister. And we just started texting and stuff, that and then we started texting like a couple messages, and we just stopped. He just stopped replying. So I was like, okay. Then mid-afternoon he texted me again. He's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm chilling in my pajamas since we're in summer vacation. So I was just like, oh, I'm just in my pajamas here. And he was like, okay, what are you doing in your pajamas so late? And I was like, okay, well, no one's gonna take me out. Everyone's working. My friends are out and about. So what's the point of getting dressed? No one's gonna take me out. I'm not doing anything. So sitting there in my jammies, and he's like, oh, okay, I'll take you out. And I was like, okay, where to? He's like, really? I don't know. Let's go to the park or whatever. So he said we're going to go to this place, right? So I was like, okay. Then he's like, okay, let me just finish the things that I'm doing. He's gonna go take a shower. So I was like, okay, I'll take a shower too. I got ready. I actually had the decency to put on some makeup, like put on my eye liner thing and chapstick, and it looked decent. Like, okay, it wasn't like a date or anything, but he's like, I'm bored too, so let's go. So I guess we're gonna go out and do something, whatever. And then it got late, and so he's like, sorry that I'm keeping you waiting, but I guess his mom took the car, and so he was waiting for his mom to get back home so he can pick me up. And so, okay, we started texting and whatnot. It was fine. And so finally he's like, my mom's here. And so I was like, okay, cool. He's like, I'm on my way. And so I was like, okay, well, while he's taking his time on his way to get to my house, I'll take one of my dogs out. And I take my little chihuahua out to my front yard so she can do her business. So I was there and whatnot. And so when I hear a car behind me, it just stops, and I was like, oh, that's probably him. And then I looked down at my phone, I had a text message, and I opened it. He's like, I'm outside, so obviously that was him. And so I was like, oh, okay. So I picked up my dog, and I got up, and I put her away in the house. This thing is so close to my face. And so I go back into the house, I put the dog back, and I texted back when I was in the house. I was like, give me a sec, I'm going to get my bag. So he's like, oh, wait, my mom forgot her purse in the car. I have to go take it back. Be back in a sec. I was like, oh, okay. I don't have a text message. Whatever. So, um, I just got distracted, sorry. That text message came from his sister right now. Oh, ironic. So, so I was like, okay, I'll get my bag, whatever. So he's like, be back in a second. He said he lived close to me. He lived on K and something else. I don't even know what. And so, I was like, okay. And so I waited, and then I texted him like 20 minutes later, like, hey, like, did you get lost or something? And then I texted him, and I waited 2 hours. I didn't really wait for him or whatever, but I was just like, okay, well, we'll see if he texts back or whatever, are we going or not. He did not text me, and now that was at, let me check for you guys. That was at 8:25, and I'm still waiting at 12:16 a.m. Yeah. So no text back. He's 20 and I'm 17. If I'll be late to something or I don't want to go, I'm honest and I'm like, you know what, this and this happened, or be honest and tell him I don't want to go or anything like that. This guy's 20. Oh, worst part of all. So I get on Facebook because obviously I'm not going out again. I should have stayed in my PJs and said no. And so I get back on Facebook, and I see I'm like, this dude, let me see if he's online. And so I go on his profile, and this was like 2 hours later. It said that an hour ago him and some other girl just added him as a friend and this and that, like he accepted the friend request. I was like, really? Because you just stood me up outside, but you definitely can go on Facebook and you can't text me back saying you can't make it or some shitty excuse. Like, really? I'm just like, I don't date. I don't like to date. I don't have boyfriends. Not like, not really have boyfriends. Like, I just don't. I'm always focused on school and, you know, stuff like that. And I like to go out. I mean, it's fun when I'm always like stuck at home doing my homework and whatnot. And the time I actually like, oh yeah, let's go do this with the new friend that I met, like, he stood me up. Like, who does that? And doesn't have the courtesy to tell me, like, oh, I couldn't make, he didn't have the balls to give me a shitty excuse. No texting and nothing. But, like, what happened? Like, I don't know, should I text him? But you know what? I'm so embarrassed for myself that I don't even want to text him at all or anything. I just don't. So now I'm stuck here at home doing nothing. So like, I think I'm gonna just go to sleep right now because really. But I just wanted to talk to myself, to this camera here, because well, my friend Lexi, my best friend, she's at home and she couldn't come over, so I can rant to her. So next best thing, ranted to the camera. But there you go. I guess I got stood up. And this never happened to me. Like, I'm in shock. You know, like, this is supposed to happen to me? Like, I've never had this happen, and I'll rarely go out with dudes and whatnot. So, I'm in shock. Like, should I cry? What should I feel? I'm seriously in shock. Like, how can you be like, you're older than I am? The nice thing to do is tell me, you know what? Maybe he didn't like what he saw. Maybe I'm thinking he didn't like, oh, he probably thought I was like butt ugly. And he's seen my Facebook picture, so I don't know. He probably, I don't know. He probably saw me and he was probably like, oh, she's ugly. I gotta bounce and make this my mom left her purse excuse in my car and left me. Wow. I'm just in shock, but okay. I just wanted to say that. I'm okay now. I'm cool, calm, and collected. I just wanted to get this out of my chest, just like rant about it, you know. I feel much better, just a little bit. Alright, good night. I don't know how to awkwardly end this video, but okay. Peace.